European central bank officials have issued a stark warning that the financial crisis is not over. They said governments have more to do to pull banks off state support and warned that no Eurozone country should default on its debt. Members of the ECB's governing council said that government action was needed to wean banks off the emergency supply of cheap cash provided by the bank since the crisis erupted in late 2008. The council also said no bank should be so big it could not be allowed to fail in future. And business and financiers in Europe have attacked Japan's decision to weaken the yen in tough trading conditions. The chairman of Eurozone finance ministers, Jean-Claude Juncker, says the unilateral intervention was not welcome. He said interventions in markets were only fruitful if they were organised in a pre-committed way by the United States and the Eurozone alongside Japan. The European Union's top business group, Business Europe, also voiced its opposition to what they called market manipulation.
Leading truck companies including Volvo, Scania, Daimler and MAN have been contacted by the UK's Office of Fair Trading. It's carrying out a price-fixing probe into suspected cartel activity amongst truck makers. The OFT said investigations were at an early stage and it had not yet determined whether the law had been broken. Companies involved in price-fixing can be fined up to 10% of their annual turnover and their executives can be jailed for up to 5 years. Johnson & Johnson is trying to catapult itself into the global vaccine market. The US healthcare company is in talks with Dutch biotech firm Crucell. It's offering to pay €1.75 billion. That's $2.3 billion to buy the firm. It already owns almost 18% of the vaccine maker, and analysts say the chances of the deal being completed are high. Johnson & Johnson had been linked to the US biotech firm Genzyme. This bid may rule them out of that potential takeover. Onto the markets, and European shares were down after a steeper than expected fall in US consumer sentiment. FTSE Eurofirst 300 closed slightly down. Banks were among the top decliners after newspapers suggested Ireland was perilously close to calling in the International Monetary Fund and the EU. Allied Irish banks fell more than 11%, despite the government denying the reports. Oil fell more than $1, while spot gold prices rose again. In the currency, the euro was slightly down against the yen.